Okay, daily topic. So we're gonna do a couple of things. I'm just gonna give you a couple news, right, and just a couple news articles, and then we'll jump into directly the daily target. What's up, Leo? I see you in here, brother. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I'll address your questions after we do this daily topic. But if this is your guys' first time in the daily topic section, we actually talk about this every morning. I'm your boy Christian Israel. This is Christ in Crypto in the morning. Every day, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., we do this. We have long sum, short sum, the daily topics in the new creation scripture section. This is the daily topics where we go over crypto and whatever is kind of in my mindset at that point. So this is where we are, and we're going to go ahead and knock this out, okay? So let's start. Shiba Inu, right there, is listed on Robinhood. Let's start right there. That's all I want to talk about. Not now, but just this article. Shiba Inu has been listed on Robinhood this morning. That's insane. What I don't understand is Shiba Inu and all these other crap coins, right, that have no utility listed. XRP, it's coming, guys. Just be very careful. It's coming. That's all I want to say. So I'm going to move on. I don't even want to talk about that one anymore. Okay, Ethereum just ran a major merge test, bringing it one closer to a game-changing upgrade. We've been waiting on ETH 2.0 for like 55 years now. However, as of yesterday, it said it's one step closer. One step closer to fixing some minor issues. They've been testing for the upgrade. After they said the next test is set for April 22nd. So we'll see what happens in 10 days. And they're really trying to get Ethereum to move from, I think this is important for you guys that don't really know. The merge is trying to switch from proof of work model to a proof of stake model. For you guys know, proof of work is why Bitcoin is under fire, because the ESG agenda that the world governments have. And that's why Ethereum is making that move. And somehow the SEC says they're done doing anything and that it's complete. And that's why they sued Ripple versus Ethereum. However, Ethereum's obviously not done because they're moving from their own model is changing from proof of work to proof of stake. So that is happening. They did a successful run. We'll see if anything ever happens there. We've all been waiting for that. So no need to even really look into that anymore. But that's going. Another round. Circle announces 400 million funding round. Why am I showing you this morning? This is April 12th. Why? This is the only reason. And on this channel, we talk about this. In addition to its corporate strategic investment and role as a primary asset manager of USDC cash reserves. USDC, by the way, that is the digital dollar for America, which we are moving to, which I saw Klaus write in the New Creation Cronies Telegram group. I saw that played it in there that, let me go ahead, and I actually saw that tweet this morning too by Eleanor Torrett of Fox News. She said that they're testing the USDC, but we know it's basically done. If you've done your research, now they're letting people slowly know. However, this is what I want to tell you in this part. I've told you about 4 parts of the government. Okay, you got the military, Congress, Supreme Court, all that stuff, right? And then the president branch, right? There's 3 branches of government. I wish I could remember conjunction, junction, what's your function? Hooking up words and phrases and clauses. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Sorry. I was trying to think. Anyway, 3 branches of government. But I've always talked about the 4th branch of government, which is not the shadow government, but the business side of the government, and that is BlackRock. BlackRock has been going a SIFI, too big to fail. Whenever the government prints money, BlackRock buys up all of the stock market. So the reason the stock market is pumping is not because of you and me. It's not because of hedge funds. It's not because of Wall Street. It's because the money that is printed or created from the U.S. government is given to BlackRock, and they are buying up the stock market. That's why the stock market doesn't fit what we're seeing in the world. Well, BlackRock has entered into a broader strategic partnership with Circle, which includes exploring capital market applications for USDC. BlackRock is now involved with USDC, which is the digital dollar. Come on, guys. It's there. Just pay attention. It's there. It's a stable coin. It's a US stable coin. It is right around the corner. So we are almost there. We're almost there for this part. Then everything's going to crash. Everything. Equities, All of that. Everyone's pointing to all of Wall Street. The people who are sounding the alarms are starting to point towards a recession in 2023. I believe it happens at the end of this year. They're going to try to hold off until the election. We're going to get into that. But let me move on because I got some other news here. So BlackRock's involved with Circle. BlackRock's directly involved with our digital dollar and USDC stablecoin, which is involved in Circle. So look at it all intertwined. Okay, so quick XRP news. The court has denied the SEC's motion for reconsideration of the privilege, whatever it is, protective privilege ruling or whatever, and granted the SEC's request for clarification of that ruling. So, in other words, the SEC said, hey, we don't like that you said this matters and it hurts us, so we filed a motion to appeal that ruling, and the judge said, no, your appeal sucks, and here's why it sucks, and I'm smart enough to understand DDP, and you guys are doing some sketchy stuff, so now we want you not to turn over what we thought was 52 drafts of the Hinman speech, which we saw the leaked emails yesterday, but there's actually 68 drafts of that email speech, now, of that Hinman speech. Now, here's the catch, and I'll move on. If XRP is mentioned once in any of those emails, this is over. Not to mention, we just saw the clear conflict of interest from Bill Hinman's basic emails. We haven't even seen all the emails. Just a few basic emails. Already shown. So this is almost over. I'm telling you, this is almost over. Thank you, Dragonfire. Legislative branch, executive branch, judicial branch, which is in military, and then BlackRock. I was like, I could not remember. Like, man, thank you, Dragonfire. I was struggling to remember the branches of government just now. Why? Because I feel like our government is just not even real. I don't want to go into it. This is why this show is going to get blocked here in a second, because I'm just going to speak my mind on my past state. Okay, so that's a good ruling. I think we're so close. Like, we're looking for positive news to get the crypto market fired up. Specifically, everything is waiting on XRP. Like 90% of crypto has not even really moved yet. But this right here, each thing, each day, it's happening. So just be patient. Again, like I've said, we've moved all of our stuff and we're moving it into this asset because it's about that time. It's got the largest move ahead of it. And we're looking at least 15, what is it? $15 from 78 cents. So, 1,500%, $1 to turn into $1,500. That's what we're looking at least right now. So be smart about it. Be smart about that. All right. Now, since we talked about Ripple, let's go into what caught my attention today. And I'm sure some of you guys saw this tweet. Some of you guys saw this tweet. Dragonfire says getting help from Canadian border. Yeah, man. Canada probably knows more about America than we do. All right. So we have here David Schwartz. This tweet got my attention. I'm like, what's this? He never really complains, and it's not a riddle. He says, this kind of nonsense is truly despicable. I hope this backfires in spectacular fashion. Were I compelled to place such a sign, I'd put on the sign that the government compelled me to say this in a cynical and corrupt attempt to influence an election. That's Joel Katz, who, well, he's not afraid to hold his tongue. So why did he see? So I clicked to get a little more. Then I go, what? Scott Bertram? That sounds familiar. Because I grew up in Illinois, okay? And I went to grad school in Chicago. I lived in Chicago. Before I moved to Dallas, Texas during COVID, I was in the capital, right? And then we went our separate ways when COVID was done. Came down to Texas, back to Texas. Didn't go back to LA. Parents moved to Tennessee. But I still pay attention because it's a Democratic state. It's a major Democratic state. Well, Chicago is the Democrats. Everywhere else south of Chicago is not Democratic. So it's just Chicago specifically for this, which is like LA, San Francisco, New York. They all fall in the same. So to see what's happening around the world, I really pay attention to Illinois politics because Illinois is, over 100,000 people a year are leaving the state. Net. The city of Springfield exits the state consistently. Taxes are ridiculous. The state is just completely trash. I'm just going to be honest. I live there. I can say it. The way it's ran has been trash for as long as I've lived. And I am 38 years old, going on 39. born and raised in Illinois. And it's been trashed the whole time, educational system and all that. Why? Because they promote what they want, not what we want. Now, what do I mean by that? For instance, the things that they're teaching kids in kindergarten. One of the reasons my daughter has been pulled out of school. They're teaching things they should not be talking about to kindergartners and first graders and second graders, right? These things that they're moving, it's just there is a process to what they're trying to do. And in my personal opinion and my personal beliefs, this is called Christ in Crypto. I believe 99% of what they're doing in Illinois and in schools is completely against my beliefs in Jesus Christ. Period. Point blank, period. And so anyone who is directly going against my beliefs in Jesus Christ or what the Bible says is the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So I believe it is the work of the enemy. Period. That is my belief. This is why the show will probably get banned. Because I'm speaking in truth and real truth. And when we talk about the new creation section, it's amazing. So let me read this to you. At around 3 a.m. Saturday morning, Illinois Democrats passed a budget that includes provisions. There we go. Provisions that force private businesses under penalty of large fines to take part in free election year advertising for the government and its party. Forcing people to advertise for the government and its party. Does that sound free to you? Well, you know what? I was like, no, that can't be true. Let's do our own research before CNN jumps on this and says it's all false. Well, here's this. The budget will require gas stations to post stickers on pumps. Now, you guys remember all the Biden stickers where people were randomly putting stickers saying, this is Biden's fault. This is Biden's fault. Look at the gas. As a joke, right? You'd see the stickers up. Watch. Let me show you here. Watch. And this was a complete joke. Biden gas stickers. Let me see. Now look at this. This is here. I did that. Man arrested after placing Biden decals on gas pump as fuel. Anger grows. 3 days ago. So Biden, someone did this and says, I did that. Okay? This is in Jersey. And then he was arrested for this. Again, this is why the show is going to be banned, because I'm going to show you the devil clear as day right now. The devil in the political party that is there, the enemy that is there, that anybody who disagrees and forces, yeah, I don't say disagree, forces and says that it is not true, that it is a lie, that what God created man and women to be that as what they are, nothing else, no 5 million letters. Anyone who is completely says that is wrong and false and denies Jesus in the current scriptures, right? Anyone who denied Jesus is not the Antichrist, but an anti-Christian, an anti-Christ, an anti-follower of Christ. And this is no different to me. This is Rome. This is modern day Rome. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? Well, let's go back and read it. Noting that inflationary gas tax increase 2.2% gallons that's scheduled to go into effect July 1st has been suspended for 6 months. So they have to put a sticker in replace of this. Now, the gas station owners. So an individual did this. Me, I went up, funny thing, boom, sticker. I did that. It doesn't say anything racist. It doesn't say anything is going to hurt or harm, anything mean, just fact. Joe Biden blames it on Russia. We know that this is exactly where it is because 2 years ago, gas prices were half the price they are right now. However, the Democrats have decided to pass gas stations all around Illinois to 100% promote their 2.2 cent gallon tax increase that they've taken off. And if they don't do it, they're fined $500 a day. That could end up being $65,000 through election day. Now, you're going to tell me right now that these Illinois Democrats, or Democrats period, care about you, or do they care about power? Do they care about your mock pockets? No. They care about their pockets. By the way, this is Governor J.B. Pritzker, who has trying to get kindergartners to take vaccines, trying to get kindergartners to wear masks. Oh, not to mention telling kindergartners, boy or girl, that their sex, male or female, is just a figment of their imagination. That if you want to be a girl, biology doesn't matter. Science doesn't matter when it comes to picking your sex. But COVID, Science. Trust the science. What science? Well, we were all wrong the whole time. You know what? Let's go to war so we can figure out COVID. You know what? You say Democrats. My stepdad says Democrats. And what's crazy, and this is crazy, guys. This is the honest thing. 7 years ago, 2015, I was a Democrat. In fact, I voted twice for Obama because I was blinded, college educated, grad school, just teaching, learning what the world wanted me to teach, not what the scriptures were teaching me. And once I gave my life to Christ, guys, I gave my life to Christ in 2016, January 13th, 2016, January 20th, 2016. Okay? And ever since that moment, when I asked him to take the scales off my eyes, he showed me all this. And we'll get into that more in the new creation scriptures. I need to speed this process up here. Okay? Here's an article. Critics. Illinois Democrats plan to force retailers to post tax relief details in unconstitutional election year. They push and push and push and push and cheat consistently. I mean, if you look at a Biden rally right now, they've got like 20 people in the rally, and they're saying he's the most voted person ever. I don't understand. And the bots out there and everything, guys, when I look at what the devil is doing right now, it is clear as day. He is there. He is there all day. He is there all day. He has not gone anywhere. The devil is here. He's already lost the game, and he's going to force you into fear. The devil creates fear. The devil forces things on you. Anybody who forces anything on you does not have your well-being, whether it be vaccines, masks, social identity, sexual identity, how you're going to vote. If I'm not voting for you, why do I have to promote? Do you promote anything that helps me, Governor Pritzker? No. In fact, I was there the whole time, watching him not wear masks on the side while making everybody else wear masks. They want you to forget the last 2 years. But I tell you, don't forget. They think you're stupid. You know why they think you're stupid? Because they control social media. The Democrats control what we see, hear, speak. And anything that goes against their Democrats, the World Economic Forum, the United Nations, and what they're pushing for, look at me. The devil is in the details. Google, search. That's why we're here. World Economic Forum, United Nations, IBM, the Democrats across the board, Justin Trudeau, Janet Yellen, all of these guys, they're all connected. They're so connected that even if you have money, it does not matter because they're going to force you to do things with your money if you want to be a part of their system. Because that same bill that is passing also forces Illinois landlords to participate in Section 8 program. So let me tell you about Illinois. And now, you know what? Again, this show will probably be blocked. In Illinois, I had neighbors. Okay? As I was saving, as I was in a different time before we bought the house, when I was in a low income area, to save or do what I had to do to get to where I am as we were all trading. I don't want to, lack of a better word, I don't want to waste money when I'm trying to make millions and billions in life wealth changing stuff. In other words, wasting money on material things. Okay? But when I saw this, in Illinois, here's what happens a lot. I see this. The more children you have without a father, they'll give you more money. If you are a black father, or a father, period, in Illinois, for the most part, okay, you're already behind. They're already telling you, you as a man, you're not enough. You're not enough. It's just the mom and the kids. Man, you're nothing. Man, go away. Man, wife doesn't exist. Man, man exists. Woman, woman exists. Man, wife, child, family, no more. But if out that, we're going to help promote that lifestyle outside of locking men up, black, white, doesn't matter. Latino, locking men up or putting men on any kind of thing to hurt and harm in general. Because men was created in God's image. And from men, out the rib came Eve. This is why Eve is a part of us. From my flesh to your flesh, one flesh, two become one. That's where that is, right? So now that we have set and established that it's family first, God, family, creation of people, right? They have now destroyed families. They've tried to take away Christ, and now they're forcing people to live in government-based homes. Section 8. When I say force, that means, hey, landlord, you haven't had your rent paid. By the way, no one in Illinois, for the most part, that I know, and let me not say that, because my wife did not accept anything. She worked every single day through the pandemic. Before we met, hardcore, any job she could find, she was working hard. But there's other people who did nothing. Took their money from the government, bought shoes, barely had food, everything, and still did not pay their rent. And then the landlords are stuck having to cover the rent or losing their property as they have tenants who aren't paying anything, waiting on government stuff. And now the landlords are being forced to take care of these people who don't even take care of themselves. This is not everybody, but I'm going to tell you right now, my neighbors, it made me just see it. I'm like, no, this can't be true. But everyone around, literally everyone around me, except my wife now, she was not my wife then, everyone around me took and waited and begged from the government, never paid their rent, never got anything to take care of what they did. I'm talking one lady had like 7 kids and still got $4,000 a month from the government and still had no food on the table. Had her rent paid for, still could not pay rent. Where does this money go? Where is it going? Because as long as they can wait on the government, and the government is your safe haven, not God, but the government, they're going to continue to take control. And so when they do things like this, forcing you to see their ideal, you need to pay attention. This is not a good thing. They're getting rid of the middle class, creating the poor and the wealth. It is on purpose. I don't expect this show to last too much longer. This will be banned. Why? Because I just call the Democrats the devil. Doing the devil's work. Now, individuals might not even know. Maybe some think they're believers. I know a lot talk about the Catholic religion and all this, and I'm not going to get into all of that because that for sure would get this channel banned. But for this section, that's the news for today. Democrats are going to try to control this election again. They're going to force you. They're going to fine you in a place where we have no money. So these people who have to pay maybe $65,000 a year in fines if they don't do this, fines. How many of you guys at your job make $65,000 a year right now? Not all the extra stuff, specifically at your job. Now imagine your boss paying that fine because he does not want to vote for a Democrat. That's what we're looking at here. What are your comments? What are your thoughts below, man? I got a lot of Canada people in here. How's it up there? I know some Australia people stop by. If you're in England or China, let me know what's going on in your world, because Illinois is exactly what the rest of the country that's democratic wants to do. They want to force you to vote for them because Republicans, according to them, are stupid. We don't know anything. We're dumb, right? We're all racist. It's crazy because this guy used to be a Democrat until I opened my eyes, until the Lord opened my eyes. So comment below. Let me know what you think. This is the last part of this section, and we're going to dive into, oh man, I got a good one for you today, guys. Part 2 of the new creation section on the looking glass and how it pertains to the scripture. So if this is where you get off here, this is the end of the daily topic section. So make sure you like, subscribe, do the social media thing, share this, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let's get some talking going. Come on, interact with me. I'm going to try to get some people on this channel and get this thing rolling, because we need true voice out there, and we need to hear who the truth is, which is Christ is the truth. All right, guys, thanks a lot. That is the end of your daily topics for today. Let me hit that button. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.